Hello. I don't know if you can see me there. Sorry, I'm going to move the camera. Can you see me? Sorry, I'm fiddling around, trying to get sorted. Right, glasses on. I thought I'd show you some of my books. A couple of people have asked me really, not this year actually, it was last year, what do I read? What sort of books am I into really? I like autobiographies of lots of different people, that's what I like, but I'm not going to go through those on this occasion. So I'm going to go through just some books, some random books that I've got really. Tiny book, The Little Book of Buddhism. How small this is. Great little book. I don't mind little pocket books, you know. I've got 3 or 4 little books, so I like to carry books with me just occasionally. I've got the Dhammapada here. This is by Ananda Maitreya. Good Life Lessons. The Dhammapada by Ananda Maitreya. So that's a really good book. I love things about Native Americans, as you know. So we've got Eckhart Tolle there, Stillness Speaks. This book, I think, is phenomenal. I really do. It's an incredible book. Anything by Thich Nhat Hanh. Right? Thich Nhat Hanh, as you know, he's a Buddhist monk. I would say he's my teacher in many, many respects. They call him Thay, or T-H-A-Y, Tay or Thay. So Thich Nhat Hanh, and this is called Present Moment, Wonderful Moment. And there's the man himself. Thich Nhat Hanh. Any book by Thich Nhat Hanh. John Krakauer, this is Into the Wild. My favourite film ever. And a fantastic soundtrack by Eddie Vedder. And just a brilliant book. Great book. It's all about, you've heard me mention him before really, but Christopher McCandless, Alexander Supertramp. One of my favourite books. I've been on about this one for 4 years. Black Elk Speaks. Black Elk is a Native American Indian, and this book, I read this book, I couldn't wait to finish. As I finished it, I started reading it again, and it's the only book that I've done that. Stillness Speaks, actually, I did it to a degree, but I just chose little passages. This is the Dalai Lama. This is The Art of Happiness. Another book about Buddhism. And this is a Russian psychologist who I think is absolutely fantastic. It's just called Living Well. Always worth a read. From any psychologist really is worth a read. What the Buddha taught. So this is the truth of what the Buddha taught. There's a lot of stuff really out there that isn't quite correct, but this is very, very good. Again, Thich Nhat Hanh, Creating True Peace. Any book by Thich Nhat Hanh. Any book. Now I'm just rushing through these really, just to let you have a bit of a look of some of the stuff I like. Very thin book, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. This is you can get this as an audio book on YouTube, and it takes 45 minutes to listen to, and it's good really. A lot of sort of Buddhist philosophies. This is Timber Hawkeye, Buddhist Boot Camp. He's done I think 3 books now. Again, always worth a read. Here's the man himself. Thich Nhat Hanh, and this is called Old Path, White Clouds. It's a huge book, and I'll be honest, I have not read it yet. I haven't. This was gifted to me by a beautiful, glorious man, Joshua in the Woods. Thank you. Thank you, Joshua. I really do appreciate it, but I still haven't read it. I've read the other two, and I will get around to reading this at some stage. Henry David Thoreau. So this is called Civil Disobedience, and this is a collection of essays actually by David Thoreau. So, or Henry David Thoreau. Phenomenal mind he's got. Ned Mudd, talking about Joshua, Joshua's friend Ned Mudd. This is another little book. Look at this, little pocket book. Awakening Loving Kindness by Pema Chödrön. Another good little book to carry around, really. This is Louise Hay. There's quite a lot now on YouTube about Louise Hay. Affirmations mostly she does, really. But it will, and I haven't read it, it will be a good read. So I haven't read that one yet. Typical Buddhist philosophy, really. I think, therefore I am. By Leslie Levine, isn't it? Yeah. And again, Thich Nhat Hanh, peace is every step. Thich Nhat Hanh, fantastic man. The way he writes, oh, I just love it. I absolutely love it. I love this book. I've read this book and I do love this book. Peace is every step. He's got a number of books out there, and at some stage I will be getting even more by Thich Nhat Hanh because I love the man. That's Mother Teresa, and it's just simply the Book of Peace, which is finding the spirit in a busy world. Bit of a different book for me, that one. Now this is Osho, or Osho, and it's just called the Book of Man, really. It's just Osho. If you don't know who Osho or Osho is, YouTube him. I thought he was a fantastic man. So, certainly worth a look. I haven't read this one. This is Little Angels. This is literally novice monks, young novice monks, just talking about their experiences and stuff like that. Life as a novice monk in Thailand. I haven't read it, but I just think it would be quite interesting, really. Obviously a very, very different lifestyle to me and perhaps you. Ram Dass, I haven't got many of his books, but this one, How Can I Help, is great. It's always worth a read. It makes me laugh as well. Very, very serious, very, very spiritual, but just makes me laugh. So, How Can I Help? This is Ram Dass and Paul Gorman. Emotional support and spiritual inspiration for those who care for others. Get this book. Another one by Black Elk. I mentioned Black Elk Speaks a minute ago. Phenomenal book. And this one is Black Elk. This is also Black Elk and Williams S. Lyon, who's new to me, so might look out for some more of his stuff. But Black Elk, phenomenal. Sadhguru, who I love this man, Sadhguru. This is just a collection of his quotes. And just a few more. We've got the Dragon's Almanac. This is by Justin Winkle, this book. Chinese, Japanese and other Far Eastern proverbs. This is a great little book because you can literally just open any page and bang, and we go in there. And it's all done by date, which I love. So my birthday, as you know from the tattoos on my knuckles, is August the 29th. So let's go to August the 29th. And there we go there. So August the 29th, what do we have in store? Dress to meet your in-laws and dress to meet your husband. I don't have any in-laws and I don't have a husband. That's a Chinese one. The flower is picked, the stalk is trampled. Vegetables should be seasoned and the mistress's face should be made pretty. Don't understand that. By the time you are thirsty, it is usually too late to dig a well. Very, very good. The Dragon's Almanac. So you can just dip into that at will, really. Now, if you've never heard of Rumi, Rumi is fantastic. Rumi was a poet and a playwright and lots of different things, really. Between the years 1207 and 1273, so yeah, he just had a beautiful heart, beautiful, beautiful heart. Rumi, R-U-M-I. Now we've got, this is, what's it called, The Path to Inner Peace. It's just the Book of Zen. I Ching. Hello, Pod. I Ching. We're nearly finished. There's a Kim Farnell I Ching. It's a funny old book, really. I Ching means the book of changes. So it's a book that should be able to change you in lots of different ways. Very easy to read, short and simple. Positive psychology. Well, we like to be positive, don't we, really? Deepak Chopra, this is the Wizard, what's it, The Way of the Wizard this one is, which is 20 spiritual lessons. Deepak Chopra. And we've got, I like to know how people feel about things, really. I bought this, it's very, very thin, as you see, really, and it's written for a child. It's very basic, very easy to understand. And basically this boy here, he's a 14-year-old boy, how he got into his faith and what it means to him and his family, etc., etc. But it's actually fairly in-depth. It is written in view of a child, but I think it's fairly in-depth. And one of my favourite books, Lao Tzu, which is the Tao Te Ching. Lao Tzu, the Tao Te Ching. This book is full of life lessons again. I absolutely love it. This book has been on my coffee table since I moved here. I've looked at it, I think, nearly every single day. The Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu. Okay, that'll do, because that's quite a lot. There's about 40 books there, isn't there? Take care and be well. Try and be glorious.